Days of Our Lives, DOL, spoilers for the week of January 6th to 10th will reveal some shocks, so let's begin with a pitch for an alliance. Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gehring, is stuck in captive at the DiMera estate, but he appears to be willing to negotiate with EJ DiMera, Dan Feuerriegel. DOL fans should expect Rafe to offer a collaboration, which may drive EJ to free him. In exchange, Rafe may pledge to take EJ's name out of it when he sends the cops after Arnold Feniger, Galen Gehring. Of all, EJ doesn't trust Rafe to follow his promises, so he may be unwilling to make a deal, at least not yet. This doppelganger switch narrative is just getting started, so Rafe may have to remain a captive for a while. They'll finally be able to make things right with Leo Stark, Greg Ricart, and Javi Hernandez, Al Calderon. Javi and Leo appear to be rekindling their romance, which might lead to some steamy moments. Sophia Choi, Madeline Keynes, will then brief Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimis, on Tate Black's, Leo Howard, situation now that her mother is making all of the decisions. Amy Choi, Sherna Nielsen, refuses to allow Sophia to get an abortion and does not want this kid born out of wedlock, therefore she is already preparing Tate and Sophia's wedding. Sophia's announcement will add to Holly's already overwhelming shock and sadness, causing her to gravitate toward Doug Williams III, Peyton Meyer. However, Holly will soon believe Doug has a secret. Holly may receive an indication regarding Doug's current predicament as a result of the money he owes. It's also feasible that Holly may learn about some of the concerns surrounding Doug's stolen necklace. Whatever the situation, Days teasers indicate that Holly will press Doug to reveal the truth. Holly will put Doug on the spot and attempt to coax an admission from him in the coming episodes. They'll have some hot moments with Philip Kyriakis, John Paul Lavoisier, and Xander Kyriakis, Paul Telfer, while attempting to share Titan power. Sarah Kyriakis, Lindsay Godfrey, will get caught up in the brothers' developing animosity. Sarah will be concerned about Xander's occasional failure to follow the law. According to Days teasers, Sarah will issue a severe warning in the hopes of preventing Xander from repeating his criminal behavior. Our Days predictions indicate that Xander and Philip will find a way to work together peacefully, but more conflict is coming. Sarah will soon learn about the falsified letter, which will place her in a difficult situation. For the time being, Days of Our Lives spoilers indicate that the week of January 6th to 10th will be filled with difficult disclosures and intense confrontations, so stay tuned. Days of Our Lives, Xander's criminal temptation, Holly seeks Doug's confession, Rafe's pitch to EJ. The latest twists and turns in Salem promise a storm of emotions, dilemmas, and unforeseen alliances. This week's episodes of Days of Our Lives delve into the complex layers of temptation, loyalty, and truth. Xander Cook finds himself grappling with an opportunity that could push him back into his criminal ways, Holly Jonas embarks on a quest for answers, and Rafe Hernandez unveils a daring plan that places him in EJ DiMera's crosshairs. Xander's criminal temptation. Xander Cook has always been a character straddling the line between redemption and relapse. His rugged charm and quick wit often mask the internal struggles he faces when choosing between doing the right thing and succumbing to darker impulses. This week, Xander finds himself at a critical juncture. It all begins when an old associate from his past, Victor DeMarco, arrives in Salem with a tantalizing offer. Victor, a smuggler with ties to international crime rings, dangles a lucrative opportunity before Xander: participate in a heist involving priceless artifacts being transported through Salem. The payout promises to solve all of Xander's financial woes, including the debts he incurred after leaving Titan Industries. However, the cost is steep. It threatens to unravel all the progress he's made in rebuilding his life and earning the trust of Sarah Horton and the Salem community. Xander's internal conflict intensifies as Victor applies pressure. Flashbacks of Xander's criminal exploits intermingle with memories of Sarah's unwavering support. He's haunted by the realization that a single misstep could cost him everything. A heated confrontation with Gwen Rizek adds another layer of complexity. Gwen, still nursing feelings for Xander, urges him to seize the opportunity, arguing that the world has never been kind to men like them. In a heart-wrenching moment, Xander visits Sarah's grave, pouring out his doubts and fears. The scene captures his vulnerability as he wrestles with the idea of risking his second chance at a respectable life. Will Xander succumb to the temptation, or will he find a way to outmaneuver Victor while staying true to his newfound moral compass? Holly seeks Doug's confession. Holly Jonas, now a young woman determined to uncover the truth about her family's past, takes center stage in a gripping subplot. Her quest begins when she overhears a cryptic conversation between Maggie Kyriakis and Doug Williams. The mention of a long-buried secret involving her late mother, Nicole Walker, piques Holly's curiosity. Convinced that Doug holds the key to the mystery, Holly embarks on a relentless mission to get him to confess. Doug, ever the gentle and wise patriarch, is reluctant to revisit painful memories. He warns Holly that some truths are better left buried, but she's undeterred. Holly's determination is fueled by a recurring dream where Nicole appears, urging her to uncover the truth to find closure. Holly's investigation leads her to old letters, photographs, and a diary hidden in the Horton house. Each clue deepens her suspicion that Nicole's death might not have been as straightforward as it seemed. A poignant scene unfolds when Holly confronts Doug at the Horton town square. Her impassioned plea to know the truth leaves Doug visibly shaken. In a surprising twist, Doug reveals that the secret involves not just Nicole but also another prominent Salem family. The revelation threatens to upend relationships and alliances, leaving Holly to grapple with whether exposing the truth is worth the potential fallout. Will Holly's search for answers bring her peace or lead to even more heartache? Rafe's pitch to EJ. Rafe Hernandez has always been a man of principle, but his role as Salem's police commissioner often puts him in precarious situations. This week, Rafe takes a bold step by approaching EJ DiMera with an unconventional proposition. The backstory involves escalating tensions between the Salem PD and the DiMera family. A series of unsolved crimes have cast suspicion on the DiMeras, with Rafe's team struggling to gather concrete evidence. Frustrated by the stalemate, Rafe devises a plan to strike a temporary truce with EJ, the family's de facto leader. The scene between Rafe and EJ crackles with tension as Rafe lays out his pitch. He proposes a collaboration to root out a common enemy, a rogue faction attempting to undermine both the Salem PD and the DiMeras. Rafe argues that their shared interest in maintaining order in Salem makes them unlikely allies. EJ, ever the calculating strategist, listens intently but remains skeptical of Rafe's motives. The dialogue is a masterclass in power dynamics. EJ questions whether Rafe's offer is a genuine attempt at cooperation or a ploy to infiltrate the DiMera empire. Rafe counters by pointing out that EJ stands to gain as much as the police department if the threat is neutralized. Their exchange culminates in EJ agreeing to consider the proposal, provided Rafe demonstrates his commitment by providing a significant concession. The storyline takes an unexpected turn when Rafe's plan inadvertently puts him at odds with Jada Hunter, a rising star in the Salem PD. Jada, known for her unwavering integrity, questions whether Rafe is compromising the department's values by aligning with a known criminal enterprise. The tension between Rafe and Jada adds an extra layer of intrigue, leaving viewers wondering whether Rafe's gamble will pay off or backfire spectacularly. Days of Our Lives spoilers, January 6th to 10th. The week of January 6th to 10th promises thrilling drama on Days of Our Lives, DOL, with alliances, betrayals, and shocking revelations. Let's dive into the major storylines unfolding this week. Rafe's pitch to EJ DiMera. Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gehring, finds himself in a precarious situation as he remains a captive at the DiMera mansion. Desperate to regain his freedom, Rafe proposes an alliance to EJ DiMera, Dan Feuerriegel. In exchange for his release, Rafe offers to keep EJ's name out of the investigation when the police go after Arnold Feniger, Galen Gehring. However, EJ is skeptical. Trusting Rafe to uphold his end of the bargain seems risky, especially since this doppelganger switch storyline is just beginning. EJ's hesitation might lead to Rafe's continued captivity and raise the stakes in this tangled tale. Leo and Javi rekindle their romance. Meanwhile, Leo Stark, Greg Ricart, and Javi Hernandez, Al Calderon, work to repair their strained relationship. After a series of misunderstandings and emotional turmoil, the couple manages to patch things up. This reconciliation paves the way for sizzling romantic moments as they rebuild their connection. Holly pushes Doug for a confession. Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimis, finds herself increasingly drawn to Doug Williams III, Peyton Meyer, amid the chaos in her life. Holly is already grappling with shocking news from her friend Sophia Choi, Madeline Keens, who reveals the pressure she's under from her mother, Amy Choi, Sherna Nielsen. Amy is determined to prevent Sophia from having an abortion and insists on a wedding between Sophia and Tate Black, Leo Howard, adding tension to an already complicated situation. As Holly seeks comfort in Doug's presence, she begins to suspect he's hiding something. Rumors about a stolen necklace and Doug's alleged involvement only fuel her curiosity. Holly decides to confront Doug, hoping to extract the truth and uncover any secrets he's harboring. Will Doug open up about his troubles, including the money he owes that could place him in danger? Xander's criminal temptation. Philip Kyriakis, Jean-Paul Lavoisier, and Xander Kyriakis, Paul Telfer, clash as they navigate the complexities of sharing power at Titan Industries. Their feud escalates, pulling Sarah Horton, Lindsay Godfrey, into the crossfire. Sarah's concern grows as she notices Xander's inclination toward questionable decisions. She delivers a stern warning, urging him to stay on the straight and narrow. However, Xander's criminal past and struggle with temptation threaten to resurface. Sarah's fears aren't unfounded, especially as tensions with Philip mount. Despite their differences, the brothers may find a way to work together temporarily. Yet, trouble looms on the horizon as Sarah discovers a forged letter, putting her in a difficult position. Predictions and upcoming drama. The week of January 6 to 10th will undoubtedly bring intense confrontations, emotional revelations, and surprising twists. As Rafe's hostage situation unfolds, his alliance pitch to EJ could shift the power dynamics at the DiMera mansion. Leo and Javi's reconciliation offers a touch of romance amidst the chaos, while Holly's pursuit of Doug's confession adds intrigue. Meanwhile, Sarah's attempts to steer Xander away from his criminal tendencies might only complicate their relationship further. Stay tuned for these captivating developments on Days of Our Lives as Salem's residents face betrayal, love, and unexpected alliances.